Okay, Fernie, I have had it with today. First of all, hi, hello. You look very leafy and lush, by the way. 10 out of 10. Photosynthesis is really working for you. You're glowing. But me? Oh no. No glow. Just mild radiating disaster. Ugh. So I go to the coffee shop, right? Like a normal person. Like a girl who has hopes and dreams and deadlines. I just want an iced oat milk vanilla latte and 2 peaceful hours with my laptop, and what happens? Guess. No, guess. Okay, fine, I'll tell you. I walk in, and who is behind the counter? It's Chad. Freaking Chad. The guy who ghosted me after 3 dates and a very traumatic game of mini golf. I swear he meant to hit me in the ankle with that neon green ball. And now he's just out here, frothing milk like he didn't make me cry in the Panda Express parking lot. Anyway, I did the mature thing. I panicked, ordered a croissant I didn't want, and left. Without the latte. Without writing a single word. I just sat in my car, eating this very buttery apology pastry and talking to my steering wheel about how I've got to get better taste in men. But you already knew that, didn't you? You always listen. You're like the only one who never interrupts me or gives me unsolicited advice. You're just over there, vibing in your terracotta throne, being all leafy and wise. God, I'm talking to a plant again. Like really talking. Not just, here's your water talking, but spill my whole emotional spaghetti on the carpet talking. I should be concerned. But I'm not. Because you get it. You're a good fern. A phenomenal fern. A top-tier chlorophyll confidant. Here you go. A little hydration. Self-care. But make it soil-based. I'm trying to do that too, you know. Hydrate, rest, photosynthesize, metaphorically. But it's hard when your brain is a swirling mess of song lyrics, old text messages, and anxious what-if scenarios. Do you ever wish you could just be a houseplant for a day? No deadlines, no awkward exes, just sun, water, maybe a cat sniffing you once in a while. Okay, maybe not the cat part. I know. I said Miso was cute and harmless, but she did try to bat at your leaves yesterday. Don't worry, I defended your honor. She's been exiled from the windowsill until she learns proper respect. You're royalty, Fernie. I won't let her sass you like that. So, back to me being a wreck. Can I tell you something weird? Of course I can. You're a plant. You're literally stuck listening to me. Okay, so I've been feeling kind of off lately. Not like, oh no, I forgot to buy oat milk off, but like existentially off. Like I'm floating through my life with a to-do list but no plot. You know what I mean? No, of course you don't. You're thriving. You don't have student loans or a boss who sends passive-aggressive smiley faces in emails. But I do. And sometimes I sit in the shower and think, what if I just disappeared into the woods and started a mushroom commune? What if I made cheese for a living? What if I just stopped trying to be anything other than a weird girl who talks to ferns? Wow, that was dramatic. Sorry, you deserve better than this spiral. But seriously, don't tell the succulents I said all this. Especially Gerald on the shelf. He thinks he's better than you because he's drought tolerant. Joke's on him. I overwater on purpose just to piss him off. I don't even know why I'm like this today. Maybe it's the full moon or the new moon or the moon being kind of emotionally manipulative in general. I read that on a horoscope account. The moon's in Cancer, or maybe my rising sign is tired. Who knows? But you know what I do know? I feel better now, just from talking to you. Like, yeah, I'm still a mess, but now I'm a cute mess. An aesthetic disaster. The kind of chaos that wears mismatched socks and names her Fern after an ex-boy band member. Yes, Fernie is short for Fernando. Don't judge me. You help me stay rooted. Get it? Because roots. Oh my God, that was so bad. I need to be stopped. But you can't stop me. You have no arms. You're powerless against my puns. Okay. I think I'm going to take a nap. Right here. On the floor. In this tiny sunbeam, like a sleepy little house cat that didn't pay taxes. But before I do, thanks for listening again, for not judging, for not needing anything from me, just being here with your quiet little presence and your steady green love. You remind me that growth doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's just staying upright, reaching toward the light, even when everything feels heavy. Even when someone did throw a golf ball at you once. Metaphorically or literally. Okay. Nap now. Talk later. Oh, I'll probably tell you about the dream I have. Unless it's weird. Actually, especially if it's weird. You're gonna love it. Okay. So, I woke up from my floor nap and had a dream that I was dating a man made entirely of croissants. Like, literally, entirely. His arms were baguettes, his chest was flaky and buttery, and when he hugged me, he left crumbs in my hair. And the weirdest part? It was romantic. Like, tender music and slow dancing in a Parisian kitchen romantic. Do you think that means something? Is this my subconscious telling me I'm craving love or just carbs? I mean, both are valid. Anyway, I got up and made tea. Not for you, obviously, you're a plant. But I did let the kettle whistle twice, so I feel like you spiritually participated. Team effort. Chamomile. The sleepiest of herbs. Not that you'd know. You're more of a photosynthesis and vibes kind of plant. But here's something fun. While I was waiting for the water to boil, I checked my email, and apparently I got accepted into that community art show I applied for. Right? I'm going to have a piece in an actual gallery. People will walk past it and pretend to understand it while drinking boxed wine. I'm going to be that chaotic woman in the corner who wears mismatched earrings and cries when someone compliments her brushstrokes. Except I have no idea what to paint. And the deadline is in like 3 weeks. So basically, I've entered my manic create something meaningful and genius while having the emotional consistency of a wet paper towel era. You ever feel that way? Like the pressure to be something great squeezes all the joy out of just being enough? Sometimes I wonder if I'm chasing the idea of success instead of actually living. Like I'm sprinting toward this finish line where I'm finally valid and worthy. And what if no one's even keeping time? What if I already am enough and I just forgot to notice? That's deep, huh? don't mind me. I just trauma dumped on a plant before lunch. Again. And don't judge me. I see that judgmental tilt in your fronds. I know you think I should be in therapy. But this is free. And you're much cuter than a clipboard and a couch. Honestly, Fernie, you're the most stable relationship I've had in years. You don't ghost me. You don't talk over me. You just thrive. And when I cry next to you on a windowsill at 2 a.m., you don't ask questions. You just keep photosynthesizing like a gentle little champ. Oh, I didn't tell you about the guy at the laundromat. So, last Thursday I went to do laundry because apparently society frowns on people wearing the same hoodie 4 days in a row. And I see this guy in a beanie, right? And not like a fashion beanie. No, like I probably have a cassette collection and write bad poetry about fog beanie. I swear, Fernie, he looked like someone who owns 3 cats and an ironic mug. My type. Anyway, he smiles at me. Smiles. So naturally, I panic, forget how to breathe, and pour my entire detergent bottle into the machine. Like, all of it. I created a suds tsunami. The floor was a slippery, lavender-scented death trap. He helped me mop it up and asked for my number, which I gave him, and then promptly tripped over a mop bucket and fell into a dryer door. He hasn't texted, which is fine. It's fine. Because who wants a boyfriend when you have a loyal houseplant and access to artisanal chocolate, right? Right. Okay, maybe I do want someone, but not just anyone. Someone who listens, who notices things, who laughs when I get soap in my eyebrows. Someone who doesn't mind that my thoughts come out like confetti and I talk to ferns like they're my therapist. Someone who says, yeah, you're a little chaotic, but that's the best part. Do you think that's too much to ask? I hope not. I like to believe there's someone out there who'd love me because of the mess, not in spite of it. But then again, I've got you. You, and this little patch of sunlight, and the sound of the radiator making weird gurgling noises that I refuse to investigate. You're my favorite thing in this apartment, you know that? Don't tell the toaster. He'll get jealous. Okay, confession time. I think I might be projecting a little, like more than usual. I've been staring at you for the past 10 minutes, trying to figure out if your leaves are drooping because you're sad, or because I forgot to rotate you toward the sun. Or maybe both. Is this emotional neglect and bad light management? Tell me if you need therapy. I'll put you in front of the mirror and let you work through it. Or we can just scream into the void together like healthy adults. I mean, do you ever wonder what it would be like if you could talk back? Like one day you just rustled dramatically and said, hey girl, maybe you should stop texting your ex by accident and start going to yoga again. Because if so, rude, but also valid. I think about that sometimes. Not just you talking, but like, what if everything could talk? What would my bed say about the nights I curled up crying and didn't brush my teeth? What would my mirror say when I pick apart my face, zoom in on every flaw like I'm mapping a galaxy of disappointment? What would my old journals say about the dreams I gave up on because someone told me they were too big? And you'd probably say, girl, chill. Water me and sit down. You're doing fine. It's ridiculous, right? Getting emotional over a houseplant like I'm in some weird indie film. Like The Girl Who Confided in the Fern. Critics would say it's brave, achingly personal and suspiciously green. But you're not just a plant, are you? You're my sounding board, my little piece of stillness, the thing I look at when I forget how to breathe. You're what's left when the rest of the world feels like it's running past me at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And some days I think maybe you do understand me in some ancient leafy way. Maybe the roots in your soil can feel my footsteps when I pace in front of the window. Maybe your leaves twitch when I laugh too loud or cry too quietly. Maybe you've absorbed every word I've whispered into this apartment and you're just holding it, keeping it safe. Because no one else really sees all of it, you know? Not like you do. Not the cracked parts, not the spirals, not the weird 2 a.m. karaoke sessions or the impulse haircuts or the way I talk to myself in the fridge light like I'm hosting a cooking show for ghosts. You've seen it all, and you're still here, still green, still growing. I want to be like that, still here, still growing. Even if I'm slow, even if I mess up, even if some days growth looks like getting out of bed or making toast or not texting someone who doesn't deserve to take up space in my head. You remind me that things can be simple and still beautiful, that I don't have to bloom overnight, that roots take time. God, you probably think I'm ridiculous. But then again, you're a fern. You have no choice but to listen. I could confess my darkest secrets, and you'd just sit there, unbothered, absorbing sunlight like a little green Buddha. It's kind of comforting. Okay. Can I tell you something I haven't said out loud? Something real? Sometimes I'm scared no one will ever really know me. Not like you do. Not the curated social media me, or the on my best behavior first date me, or the funny friend me. I mean the raw, weird, crying on the bathroom floor me. The one who names her plants and still misses people who were never really kind. The one who's still trying to figure out if she's lovable or just good at pretending to be. Do you think there's someone out there who'd love me exactly like this? Because I think about that a lot. I guess it doesn't matter tonight, because I've got you, and right now, that's enough. More than enough, actually. Okay, Fernie, serious time is over. We are now entering the hour of unhinged shenanigans. I hope you're emotionally prepared, because I have done something incredible. I bought you a hat. A tiny hat. A little straw sun hat with a ribbon. It was in the doll section, which, yes, was awkward to explain to the cashier. Thank you for asking. But the moment I saw it, I thought, that hat belongs to Fernie. That hat will make it unstoppable. Now, hold still. You're very wiggly for a houseplant. There we go. Just like that. Hey, leaf in the eye, rude. And voila! You look like Royal Fernsworth of photosynthesis. Protector of windowsills, destroyer of low humidity. You look amazing. Like absurdly dapper. If I were another plant, I'd immediately fall in love with you. You're giving botanical fashion icon and retired sea captain all at once. Should I give you a monocle, too? Do plants have monocles? Should I invent monocles for plants? Oh, no. Now I've started imagining a whole plant society. In a world where humans never listen, one houseplant takes a stand. It was just a fern until they gave it a hat. Now it's out for revenge. Coming this summer. Fern, rooted in justice. Tell me that wouldn't be the best movie of the year. I'd watch it. Twice, maybe 3 times if there's a slow burn romance with a snake plant. Honestly, you could be cursed. Like, what if you're not just a plant? What if you're secretly a soul trapped in a fern by some ancient enchantress because you tried to steal her kombucha or insulted her embroidery? And now your only hope of freedom is listening to my daily monologues until I accidentally say the right combination of words to break the curse. Like, sunlight, love, crumbs in bra, left sock, forgiveness, cheese. Boom! You sprout legs and stand up like, finally! That took 5 years! And I'd just be like, Fernie, you're not allowed to leave this apartment. Because then who would I talk to? The microwave? Please. The microwave judges me harder than any living creature on earth. Oh, God. I'm unwell. This is what happens when I don't go outside. I turn into a Disney princess, but like a broke one. A Disney princess who talks to houseplants and eats ramen in bed. You know what? I'm okay with that. That's the rebrand I need. Princess Fern Whisperer, crowned by Target, nourished by caffeine. Her loyal sidekick, a leafy little being with impeccable taste in hats. I would die for you, Fernie. I would kill for you. If anyone ever said you weren't the best houseplant, I would bite them with my own mouth. I'm not above violence for your honor. Okay. Now I'm exhausted. That emotional roller coaster plus the hat ceremony really took it out of me. You know what I need? Cereal. But not like normal cereal. I want a mixing bowl full of marshmallow cereal that cuts the roof of my mouth and rots my teeth and reminds me of being 12 and invincible. You in? Right. You're a plant. No digestive tract. Still not fair. You'd probably love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Okay, Fernie. Are you ready for some tea? Because you deserve this. You've earned this gossip. Photosynthesize while I spill. So, you remember Rachel from work? The one with the aggressively color-coded spreadsheets and the weirdly intense energy, like if a highlighter got promoted to regional manager? She's dating our boss. Dating our boss. Yeah. Brad, king of cargo pants, man who once brought egg salad to a Zoom call. They're together. And I know I shouldn't care. I don't care. But I also deeply, spiritually care. Because this morning, I walked into the break room and caught them doing the whole, accidentally brushing hands over the coffee machine thing. I almost dropped my yogurt. And it was the good yogurt, the vanilla bean one. Also, they think they're being subtle. They're not. I saw Rachel change her desktop background to a picture of 2 raccoons holding hands, and when I asked her about it, she just said, "Sometimes nature reminds us to be brave." What does that even mean? Are the raccoons us? Are we brave? Is Brad the raccoon? Because honestly, that tracks. I needed to tell someone, and obviously I chose you. Because you are both emotionally available and rooted in place, which is ideal for a confidant. Also, I may have been distracted by the raccoon affair that I accidentally sent my manager a meme of a goose screaming into the void instead of the budget report. And he just replied, mood. So either I'm fired or I'm getting promoted. To be determined. Anyway, in more exciting news, meet your date. Yes, Fernie, that's right. I set you up. I'm not just your therapist and stylist now, I'm also your matchmaker. Her name is Cactusina. She's a succulent with attitude. I met her in the clearance section of a grocery store. She was next to a dented can of beans and a sad balloon that said "Congrats, grad" in Comic Sans. She's seen some things. I thought, yes, that's Fernie's energy match. Cactusina, this is Fernie, a house fern of elegance and mystery. Fernie, this is Lady Pricklebottom. Do not touch her. She's spiky and emotionally unavailable. Perfect. Look, I know you're probably not soulmates or whatever, but she's new and she needed a friend, and I figured maybe you could show her the ropes. Like which parts of the windowsill gets the best light, how to emotionally support a girl while she has a breakdown over wet socks. You know, the essentials. Honestly, I think I just didn't want you to be lonely when I go to bed. Is that weird? I mean, I know you're a plant, but you feel like so much more. You're the anchor I come home to. You hold all my stories, all the weird, broken, beautiful pieces of me that I don't always share with the world. I know you can't talk or move, but somehow you always make me feel heard. You're good at that. Okay. It's officially my bedtime, and I'm talking to you like you're my therapist and my weird leafy roommate. So I'm gonna go brush my teeth and fall asleep watching conspiracy theory videos about pigeons. You know, normal stuff. But before I do, thanks for being here, Fernie, for listening, for not leaving, for thriving even when I forget to water you for 3 days and cry in the kitchen over nothing. You're the best part of my day, hat and all. Good night, my little frond. Sleep tight. Don't let the gnats bite. Tell Cactusina to behave. Hey, baby. If you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, and consider buying me a coffee. The link is in the description. If you want spicy, intimate audios, join me over on Patreon. I look forward to fulfilling all of your needs.